We went to the temples. We went to Angkor Wat first. We thought we were in for this big touristy time and looked around, and it was just gorgeous. It was something I couldn't have ever imagined. So we were on the back side of Angkor Wat, and a little girl had walked up to me. She was probably about 9 years old and just adorable, completely filthy and disheveled. Her hair was all uneven and she had a big snotty nose. She asked if she could have money. "Lady, can I have $1?" And I said, "Well, what do you want $1 for? What are you going to do with it?" And she said, "Well, I just want to go to school." She explained to me it was $5 a month. I said, "Okay, all right, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the money if you take me to your school." So we drove up to the school, and she walked me up to her classroom. And I looked inside that classroom, and that's when I saw 6, 7, 8 kids to one desk. There was a chalkboard, but it was dark in there, and it was dirty, and you could see the dust kind of floating through the cracks in the wooden building. And it was from those moments that my life was never the same. I promised that little girl I was going to come back, and I meant it. I got back and could not sleep and talked to my husband and talked to my friends and said, "We can't let this go. You can't have a country that's 2 hours away from us where a little girl that can't eat has to pay to go to school." And after a few discussions with Bill, we decided education was the key. And it would soon be the solid key to change.
I brought Bill and Jamie to come to the school, and then they made their commitment to help the children by passing me a small piece of paper with the number of 2,000 on it. I had no idea what it was because I never saw a check before. When I asked them what the piece of paper for, and they said it is a check, and you can get the money from the bank and start building the new school.
Years ago, when I first started coming to the school as regularly as I did, I would ask students, "Well, what do you want to be?" The answer was always a tuk-tuk driver or a tour guide.
Yes.
And now we have a student in the 5th grade here who's part of the student council. And I asked her what she wanted to be. Well, she wants to be a teacher.
I want to be a teacher in the future.
I want to be an accountant.
I want to school. I want to be a guide in the future.
I want to be a teacher.
I want to be a grand tour guide.
I want to be a poster.
Taxi driver.
Be a teacher.
Inventor.
Own a restaurant.
Researcher. An accountant.
Own party.
The teachers were trying to teach the kids, and right around mid-morning, they were a bit fidgety, not listening. And we looked at each other and said, maybe they're hungry. Why don't we feed them? All of a sudden we have kids that can sit through a classroom because they're not hungry. And that meal that they have every morning before they come to school, very well may be the only meal they have that day. So when they go home, the moms and dads can also see, here's what a healthy kid looks like. Mothers don't know how to care for their babies in this country. They don't have an aunt or a mother or a grandmother, and sometimes maybe even an older sister, and most of these moms can't read. The preschools or home sites are about helping to educate mothers.
we plan to train some of the key mothers to become local community teacher. We think only the people come from their own community who know best what's going on, what's happening in their own community.
We got to talking one day, well, what can we do about the teachers? And that's when we came to the idea of a teacher training center, the first of its kind in any one of these communities around here. We are going to build a building that's for training teachers only, and it's going to be their spot and their world to feel good in, and they're going to get in there and help themselves. We're not coming in and hiring different people. We're not bringing in volunteers and people from all over the world to run their schools. We're trying to help the people that are already here. We have teachers from Singapore and different international schools that get together and work hours on putting together a training session to show the teachers how to implement and deliver the fantastic curriculum they already have. So you get other teachers that know what they're doing, they come over here and they work with these teachers, and then they come back and follow up.
We want all of these schools to become independent themselves. And especially I want to see all of these teachers to have a great education. Some stage in the future they can become independent and run the school smoothly, even run their own community well.
So now we're looking at a performance-based education system in a third world country that's working brilliantly.
The real example, like two boys who finish our school and get through a sponsorship program through high school, Tong and Suisapia. They used to be very bad boys, but now these boys become a great example for the community. Everyone around his community respect them very much. They come back to work with Caring for Cambodia to help their school, to help the school that they used to learn, because their brother, their sisters still are learning in this area. So this is a great example.
Mười vil thông thênh bạch xanh rình rô lực.
I met so many people who promised to build the school to come to help the children, but just talk. But they forget their promise. I never see all of those people come back.
It was about promises from the beginning and promises to now. So I had to make my promise good to Savy.
Bong ngâm bơi ruột cạn chuông cạn sải mây tiếng con đà riết rây cát prey cát bón lại ở bát đâm bong chỉ đan khăn xây mà cứ những hơi na ban đol lời trong lo
Love is all you need.